YouTube, what's going on? And welcome to the 28th episode of my FIFA 16 Boca Juniors Career Mode. In today's episode, we're going to be playing both legs of the Champions League quarterfinal stage against PSG. We start off in the 22nd minute with our Spanish right back, Hector Bellerin, run down the wing against the PSG defense. He fires the shot past the PSG goalkeeper to give us the early lead. PSG would try to tie it up here in the 45th minute. Lucas run down the wing. The Brazilian winger is going to whip it across to Zlatan, whose header is saved. Falls to Verratti, who's shot and saved. Oh my gosh, Eden Hazard, how do you not score that? He had a one-on-one with the goalie. No one in the net tries a back heel and he can't score. And we come right down at the other end. And in extra time of the first half, Bruno Zuccolini latches on from a through ball from Cesar Melli to give us the 2-0 lead heading into halftime, as that is a massive goal entering the second half of the first leg of the quarterfinals of the Champions League. Now we have a free kick in the 62nd minute. We play it short to Paulo Dybala, whose left-footed shot is not getting blocked or saved by anybody on the PSG team, and that will extend our lead to Boca Juniors 3 and PSG 0. So I've been really impressed with the way we have been playing so far this game. Dybala lashed onto a through ball, goes around Marquinhos. He's one-on-one with the goalie after doing a couple skill moves, and Paulo Dybala fires another left-footed shot into the back of net, getting his brace in the second half in the 81st minute, making our lead Boca Juniors 4 and PSG 0. So a fantastic first leg. We already have 1 foot through to the semifinals of the Champions League, so that is absolutely fantastic. And now here come Newcastle, a very important game in the league because we don't want to be losing points, but it would look like we could have a chance to lose points as Flauvin Tauven does run down the wing, and his shot was saved and his rebound shot was deflected, but I do believe it was Eric Dyer, or actually Toby Alderweireld, but unfortunately for us it was, I believe, considered an own goal. But we'd have an attack in the 30th minute. It's going to be Jonathan Caleri running through. He does a couple moves, some nice dribbling, and then fires his right foot finesse shot past the Newcastle goalkeeper, making it Boca Juniors 1 and Newcastle United 1. And that would be the end of the first half, I do believe, but Demarai Gray would run down the wing right before the end of the first half, as the number 38 English winger is trying to give us the lead right before the halftime. Demarai Gray cuts past the Newcastle defender Gianmat. Demarai Gray loses it, but falls to Ruben Loftus-Cheek, and the English young midfielder does score the goal to make it Boca Juniors 2 and Newcastle United 1. So fantastic to get the lead before the start of the second half. So it looks like we would have a great chance to get all 3 points, and that chance would be extended as Otamendi would get the ball from a Peruzzi through ball. Plays outside to Collazo. Collazo goes past the goal scorer, Thauvin. He plays it through to Carlos Tevez, who gets taken out by Janmat. It's going to be a penalty for Boca Juniors, and Carlos Tevez is going to stand up to take it to extend our lead to 2 goals. Carlos Tevez against Rob Elliott, and Carlos Tevez's shot does get saved. So somehow Newcastle do remain in this game. They only need 1 goal, even though they are down to 10 men. They could get, as Thauvin is looking to provide another goal for Newcastle. It's Moussa Sissoko who's going to whip it across to Icardi. Icardi has the shot, and no. Willy Caballero is at it again with the horrible goalkeeping, and that will cost us 2 points at La Bombonera, and it's going to be a draw with Newcastle. Have to save that if you're any type of decent goalkeeper, and he just couldn't. But we do go into the second leg of the Champions League, so really this game doesn't matter, even though it is the second leg of the Champions League game. As long as we don't lose by 4 goals, we would be going through. And we start off with a goal from Bruno Zuccolini in the 17th minute, and that would be the end of the first half. We really kind of sat back, didn't really care about this game once we got the lead, so because I was pretty confident that they were not going to score 5 goals at our home stadium, so kind of played back, didn't really try to score, didn't really try to get my defender's opposition. And Toby Alderweireld does score a goal after Federico Carzico's shot did go off the post, and our Belgian center back Toby Alderweireld did bang home the rebound past the PSG goalkeeper. And that would be the end of the game, so we do win that game 2-0, advancing in total against PSG 6-0. So we will be going on to the semifinals of the Champions League, and now we go into the semifinals of another tournament, the FA Cup, and it starts off with Carlos Tevez on the attack. He fires the shot, but it was a good save by the Arsenal goalkeeper. Mark Hamsik would get the ball right here as the Slovakian midfielder would play through Miriam Pjanic as the Bosnian midfielder would have a great shot. But unfortunately for Arsenal, it was just wide of the post. as Carlos Tevez is on the ball right now. He plays through Lucas Romero. The Argentine midfielder is one-on-one with the goalkeeper. He plays off to Felipe Caicedo, and the Ecuadorian has one of the best finishes you'll see, putting it off at the top of the crossbar, making it Boca Juniors 1 and Arsenal 0 right before halftime. So we have scored back-to-back goals right at the end of the first half against the both English teams we have been playing so far this episode. So we do go 1-0 up entering the second half. Theo Walcott would have the ball right now as the English winger is looking to tie the game up for Arsenal. He plays through Santi Cazorla. The Smash Maestro does see another pass through to Danny Welbeck, and that guy Welbs gives it up to Marek Hamsik, and Hamsik finally fires it into the back of net. Some great build-up played from Arsenal, tying the game up. But we would go in search of the lead once again in this game as Demarai Gray is running down the wing. He goes past Matthew Debuchy. Demarai Gray fires the shot, and I believe it does take a deflection off Per Mertesacker, but nonetheless, it does still beat Petr Cech, and we do take the lead over Arsenal for a second time today. And Gary Medel would get an interception playing through Lucas Romero. Romero sees Carlos Tevez. He's going to beat Gabriel for pace down the wing. He's also going to outlast Marek Hamsik as his legs are going. It's going to be Carlos Tevez cutting past another defender. Tevez goes past two more defenders from Arsenal and fires a shot into the back net, sending us through to the final of the FA Cup, and that will wrap it up for this episode of the Boca Juniors Career Mode. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like and also subscribe for more FIFA 16 Boca Juniors Career Mode and other FIFA 16 content.